Starting with the legendary genre classification that we did about the game, in which I established the differences between classic RPG and isometric action RPG and the rest of the stuff that we usually do. Once we got the genre classification properly, understanding that this is a classic role-playing game and not an isometric action RPG, an isometric role-playing game, we got into the different aspects of the gameplay, the internal dice roll system, the gameplay mechanics, everything, pretty much the armor system of the game as we played it, as we learned, everything that the game had to offer and everything. But there's a topic which we didn't cover. By now we've reached the end game of Drakensang 1. We've reached the end game. Oh, sorry, I didn't saw the. Sorry, I didn't see the. I couldn't see shit with that tree here. We are being attacked by harpies. Okay, so we analyzed a lot of the aspects that the game has to offer. But today I wanted to focus on something a bit more advanced, not regarding the gameplay, because we've already covered everything the gameplay had to offer, pretty much, because we've already made our way through the early game and the mid game of it. But today I wanted to focus on the level design influence of BioWare's paradigm in terms of the level design. And how it positively affects this game, but also negatively. Both of them at the same time. We'll see both sides of the same coin, precisely because while BioWare's level design style fits this game perfectly and it's the classic semi-open world system that positively benefits this game, it also makes innovation stale in that sense. Because Baldur's Gate 1 by BioWare had a semi-open world structure that, for example, this game doesn't have, making this game a case of did apply fastness of body, a case of perfectly mimicking the tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, a German version that it is based on. Wait, that one is wounded. So we'll cover both sides of the same aspect, right? Because on one hand, it's very, very positive that this game follows a tested formula, a proven success, like BioWare's semi-open world level design structure that allows a lot of aspects that we'll cover. But on the other hand, it makes innovation quite stale in comparison, right? That's the thing. It makes innovation a bit stale, because at the end of the day, the level design structure is the same as Dragon Age Origins. So we'll cover both aspects of that, because we've already covered the early game and mid-game gameplay mechanics with all of their complexities, the internal dice roll system, everything the game has has to offer. And in terms of the storyline, we've already covered the dungeon. There. Can I go back through here, or do I have to go all the way back, like through there? Remember, in terms of the story, people, we came here to meet with Diplomat Gerling and get access to the city of the Dwarves, Murolosh. Basically, that's the name of the city. To get access to Murolosh, and only to discover that the original dragon JAPHGUR that we had set free in our second pilgrimage, of the Dragon Quest pilgrimage, was here raining terror with its fiery breath on the dwarves that were trying to hunt it. So the exit should be through there, right? Yeah, it's over there. We are meant to go there. So that's where the diplomats and the dwarves were. We need to get access to the dwarf city, but first we need to hunt the dragon for that to happen. Isn't this the broken bridge that at the beginning of the map? Ah, and now it was repaired. Look at that, the developers. After. Look at that, they repaired the bridge. Hear the poor young thing on the cliff. She keeps calling for help. It seems a steep which God's heart of stone. I think he wants to let the beast have the girl to appease it prayers with us. Whatever, the last word has not been yet spoken on the subject. I will intervene and demand that one. Confront the dragon. Alright, so now the bridge has been repaired. Good. Now, this was a broken bridge up until this moment. Okay, finally. Those are some nice touches. They could have left the bridge broken and forced the player to go all the way back. That was very well done. Besides, it cohesively intertwines with the story. Pretty much. It cohesively intertwines with the story. Okay, so we discovered that Diplomat Gerling and the dwarves had been attacked by a dragon. They were trying to hunt it, but they missed a stone disc that we were sent to look for by the end of the previous stream. We did an undead dungeon in which we confronted an undead necromancer, and I got this shiny armor. Last time, I'm only lacking the headgear of the Dragon Pilgrimage, and that's a huge boost. Of the Dragon Pilgrimage, yeah, pretty much. The Breastplate of Fire is the name of the armor, and it was the last piece that I was lacking. So pretty much. Well, I don't have the Dragon Pilgrimage boots and headgear, I guess. But as for the rest, the important part was that breastplate, because pretty much I was using a very low quality leather armor because I wanted to cast the spells, and remember, in this game you cannot equip metal if you want to cast the spells, except for this armor, except for the armor for the main protagonist. So I highly recommend you train your character, whatever it is, whatever you want to play, to be able to cast spells, because otherwise you are wasting the armor 100% on your main character, because your main character is kind of like the only one that is meant to be able to cast the spells with the attributes of a fighter or a ranger. Wait, he mentioned something about the church. Wasn't it over there? Yeah, it was over there. Let's go see what's going on there. What's going on over there? I need to reorganize my party so Gwendala is at the end of the formation because she's ranged DPS and the other two are tanks. So I want both of them to be with me. Huh? So, Father, Abbot of Talon, what's going on here?
Oh, it's you again. How can I, a Deant of Parain, be of service to you?
The people here are talking about the beast. Can you tell me more about it? Oh, that's a huge wall of text for a game. Mayor Deepwitch says it's all only the farmers' idle gossip and that the problems here are only being caused by the goblins. Whereas it should be noted, the goblins started settling in here only after the guard was ordered back to Talon. It seems as if fear of the enemy. I know, we've already read this last time. Okay, yeah, first, on the other hand. La 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 la. Fast talk. You already discussed it. Alright, so you need the fast talk check or whatever about the beast. Okay, well, to hell with it. I'm here to fight, not to get extra dialogue options, people. And just in case you are wondering, I have the fast talk talent at maximum that reason, for some reason, that specific um, comment, that specific line of dialogue doesn't want to. It just wouldn't trigger, even if I have it at the maximum. Maybe it's related to the plot or some shit like that. We need a bit of perfume, believe it or not, because we have a rotten sink debuff there. Herbalist, do you have a perfume or? Because without those, then you are undesirable for most people when you talk to them, and I don't want to have that penalty on me. So it's when you fight amoebas, in case you're wondering. So I need to find some perfumes first. Perfume, 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 perfume. Hey, we got rings here. Hey, we got rings. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Here we got rings. Agility +1. Vitality +10. Endurance +10. Oh. Astral accumulation. Max astral energy. I'll need that one. Thank you. King of astral energy. Amulet of constitution. Ah, you also got amulets. Ah, these are things that I didn't. Amulet of courage. Oh, okay, okay. These are things that I didn't account for. Give me agility. No, well, dexterity. Sorry, dexterity. What? But I have enough money. What's my inventory is full. Sorry, my inventory is full. Let me sell. Let me sell my I wonder where I have to turn in the Linorm's head. This is the basilisk that we killed last time. Bear trap. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah. Just let me sell this stuff here. These are just ingredients. Blah 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 blah. We don't need that. We need those rings. Diamond whetstone. Yeah, I'm not using that. I don't like using consumables when I don't need to. Blacksmithing. There you go with your components. We no longer need that. Gemstones, I'm sure I'm probably selling very important stuff, but it's just for crafting, and I won't do crafting this time. Hey, we got a lot of large potions there. Well, that should pretty much do it, right? Large magic potion, large healing potion. Then we sell this one. So this one, we need the rings. We don't need these recipes. Then you can buy the recipes and craft them yourself, but I'm not doing that. I should be able to buy all of this stuff by now. It would be, yeah, not all of them, probably. This one, yes. Charisma, no. Courage and Constitution. There we go. Alright, that should do it. We'll leave 73 in case we find some succulent offer for us. So, I had a Ring of Life on me. We'll activate the ring. Where did I buy them? Where did I put them? On what character did I buy them? There. Let me regroup them here, and we have Dexterity. See, there you can see the effect of the stinking smell of the amoebas. So, where's the magical, the ring of astral accumulation? I need that one because I consume a lot of mana. Oh, it provides you 10 points, right? Yeah, 10 points. Very good, very good. Amulet of Courage. Alright. Amulet of Constitution. No, I got enough Constitution, but Courage, it's a bit low. I need to invest some points there. Courage is a bit low because that will ensure, because of the internal dice roll system of the game, that I don't miss any more spells. Constitution. I know, right. Gwendala already has the Soul Amulet, so this one goes to Forgrim. Or to Traldar. Etiquette +7. He already has a lot of courage. He doesn't need it. He should go to Forgrim. Perfect. Gwendala already has the Soul Instrument. And this guy has that one that doesn't provide any boost other than Charisma, so it's useless, but anyways. Ring of Dexterity, of course, will go to Gwendala, like the one she's using. Give me that. Oh, inventory full here? No. Sell your stuff. Gwendala. There we go. There we go. 3 dice rolls. What's that? Hang on a second. How many dice rolls does this one have? 2. God damn it, why? What? When did I loot this thing? 3 dice rolls. This one is 2 dice rolls. So this one should deal... This one deals 1 more attack per round. But it doesn't inflict wounds, right? Yeah, that's the problem. Well, doesn't matter. That's not what we want, the effect we want. We want just pure damage. For that character, it's a DPS. So, Astral Accumulation. Max endurance. Yeah, it's important that I stay alive because I am the one casting the spells, so there's that. So it increased from 52 to 62 to 72. They are my tanks, after all. Gwendala, where's the other? Here, this one. Ring of Dexterity. Yeah, it's pretty much the important one. You don't need agility, right? Ah, yeah. She does need that. Uh, 11 is way too low, so good. Don't you have another Ring of Life? Those could be quite useful. What about that one? Charisma? No. Well, alright, we might need the Ring of Agility. I mean, you don't find rings anywhere in this game. So, there you go, extra agility. Alright, and let me sell all of the stuff. Seven healing potions will leave them. She can die very fast otherwise. Ah, this dragon blood. It's for potions. It's for potions. I don't care about potions. Orcish composite bow. We'll deal with that later. War arrows. Yes. Very well. We're back at 96. Yep, I had the right idea. As you can see, people, I loot so much that it eliminates any problem regarding money that I could have. Yes, sell. Frog leg, why did I loot that? Oh yeah, to sell them for a lot of money, I guess. Huh? Pretty much. Yeah, I think I had an accumulation of stuff to sell. I think I had accumulated way too much stuff. That dragon blood is just a crafting material. I might as well sell it if I'm not gonna use it. And also, I also have this gold leaf. It's also crafting, right? Noble decoration, yeah. 15, there you go. For people, I'm not crafting in a game that doesn't have the difficulty. It's the game is not as terribly difficult as to get to know the crafting system. Like, as long as you know more or less what you're doing, you shouldn't have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem completing the game. Anyways, you can buy the stuff there. Does someone sell perfumes in here? Sadly, otherwise we'll have that rotten stink perpetually. It's not an effect that, it's not a debuff that just goes away. No shit. This has to be a joke. Oh well. Unless it's that one, right? Weapon air? No, I don't think that's going to be. I don't think that's going to be it. Yep. An armorer doesn't have perfumes generally. Generally, that's not the case.
Fresh herbs, dried roots, everything.
This one should sell the perfumes. I don't see it. Oh, well, whatever. Alright. Okay. Spells. Spells that I need to learn. La, 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 la. I already acquired everything. Yeah, we already did this. Elemental minion. You can learn some more spells there. Alright. Race human, race human, race human. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Well, whatever. To hell with it. Let's go, people. I already wasted enough time just on this stupid shit. I already wasted enough time. This is stupid shit. So we need to get to the entrance of the to the entrance of the dwarf city. Getting into the topic that I said we would analyze today, people, I wanted to mention the level design. The level design, the classic level design of BioWare, which is what you see here, the semi open world level design style. All right. Basically, it's the level design of Dragon Age Origins and Mass Effect. And if we go even a bit more back in time, a bit further in the tunnel of time, a bit further beyond, we will find Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Jade Empire, and if we go even further to the 90s, we'll get Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, pretty much the classics. Okay, so in all of those games, the level design style is BioWare's classic semi-open world, as you can see. And this game, it's a carbon copy of it. It's exactly the same. It has a positive impact, which is that, as I said at the beginning, it's a proven formula that, as you can see, works perfectly because it's not as open world as Dungeons & Dragons 4.0, which would be an MMORPG. Open world, pretty much, with much more freedom, similar to what, for example, Sacred 2 is at the same time. But there's the negative that the level design of this game, if you play Dragon Age Origins, well, it has zero innovation. Which leads me to the next topic of analysis. Why do I say that it is a proven formula? Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Yes, here it is the key. Angrosh's hammer, it is indeed. Now this cursed dragon is in for it. Eraser, are you ready to fight along with us the Angroshim against the purple worm? Groshamostro. Take this stone disc insert it into the portal and open it with it. Now onward to the tower. Ah yes, I forgot to mention it, people. Today we fight a dragon. I feel sorry for the people that didn't watch the first 30 minutes of the stream, and now that we're going to fight a dragon, and they didn't have the patience, they will miss the battle with the dragon. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Dragon's Lair. Here we go. Alright, I'll leave the analysis after we kill the dragon. I'll leave the analysis for
Here we are.
that time.
Monster's lair isn't much farther. Let's prevail against the beast together.
Before we face the beast, however, you should make some preparations. We brought this chest from Murolosh. It contains burned salves and other things that will be useful in our fight against the dragon. Help yourself. Many thanks. Before we will let you know something. I'm the Mountain King song. We've already covered this. We already covered this. How you put the bucket there? Noise, assassin creature. Yeah, we already covered it. Where's the chest that you mentioned? I hope this one is not locked. Burn Salve, Dragon Slayer's Helm. Okay, we'll take them all. Head 5. But is it metal? Dwarven Steel and Tosh. Does this block me from casting spells? Because it would be a huge... Yeah, it blocks me from casting spells when you see that they all go... you see that they all go dark, so they are only useful for Traldar and for Green. Oh, good. Traldar's helmet was 4. Here you go, 5. I know. In fact, I should. No. I know what I should do. We have to give the dwarven helmet to 4 Green, pretty much, and give the other one. Hey, what? Traldar is bald? I didn't know that. Oh well, not anymore. Not anymore. It's a 4, right? 4 to the head slot. Perfect. There you go, Traldar. Alright, I guess that was useful. So, he mentioned that we have to use fire salves, so I'll leave those burn salves. So I guess I'll leave those ready on every character instead of being an idiot and leaving all of them on a single character. Right, in fact I will give this 3 to Gwendala. I'll split those 4 to this guy. Gwendala has them here. 4 Green can have those here. And Traldar should have those here, because he doesn't use defensive style. So we got those there. We got those there for the 2 warriors that are most probably going to be roasted right away. In the case of Gwendala, we'll leave them there because she has a lot of spells. And in my case, where is it that I have those potions there? Right. Those are healing potions, and those ones that I have there are large healing potions. So give them to Gwendala. She has 9 because she has less health, so it's reasonable that I leave those here. We need to prepare, people. We are about to face the dragon. It's Dungeons and Dragons, after all. We are finally going to go up against the dragon, against JAPHGUR. So we have the fire salves there. We should be able to fix them up if they get burnt. And that's pretty much it. We have our potions, we have our anti-fire solutions. So let's see. Alright, people. I feel bad for those who were bored the first 30 minutes of the stream as I was analyzing the game, because they will miss the legendary fight against the dragon. Okay, let's prepare the buffs. Let's prepare the buffs, people. Let me prepare the buffs. So we'll increase the strength, we'll increase dexterity, we will increase our armor, we'll prepare a summon. Prepare the summon, Gwendala. Where's the summon? And your extra dexterity there, accuracy. And the summon. Where's the summon? Here we go. And now I will do a trick that we learned last time. I can increase the strength of our bear summon as well. So, I think we're ready. Offensive style. Strength, offensive style. Perfect. Checked. I'm not doing that again. This is how Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 works, people. The buffs are temporary. So, let's see. We'll begin with a nice fireball on those harpies as we get into the lair of the dragon. There we go. Let's go. We'll continue with the thunderbolt here. We will go on with the rain of arrows as our tanks engage. Our tanks engage. Let's go. With Traldar's new two-handed weapon, he should be able to deal 3 attacks per round, because he has 3 dice rolls. So there's that. Go 1. There we go. Another mighty blow, and there's one. There's another group. Alright, yeah, it wouldn't be the lair of a dragon without a lot of harpies trying to kill us. It wouldn't be, people. So, Traldar is definitely dealing quite a lot of damage by now. There we go. I want to see that triple attack. 18, 24, and 18. Damn, that's like the damage of a fireball spell. At this point. Besides, look at that, they are not spending a lot of endurance fighting. That's always good news. So, what makes... well, we're not fighting the dragon right now. Looks like we have to kill some harpies in our way first. That are getting in our way first. So, what makes BioWare's level design style of semi-open world so successful? Well, that was the key. Why is it so good? Well, easy, people, because it perfectly fits Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. It's the perfect formula to create an adventure without getting into open world territory like... we could go for a second fireball. I know, but it's going to damage all of my characters. Right, the fireball is good for the opening. Pretty much. Hey, someone leveled up Forgrim to level 12. There we go. I should change that from position 9 to position 2 or 3 on the slot bar. Very, very good. Oh, another batch of harpies. Gwendala, come back. Come over there. Let Trolldar engage. I think with our current armor, they can hardly touch us because remember, armor reduces the probability of being hit by the enemy, right? So they are avoiding most of the attacks. Besides, they all have defensive style. I don't know why they mistranslated it as defensiver instead of defensive. It's like gangrene. There you can see that since the salmon doesn't have armor, it's actually being affected by poison, but we are bypassing it. We're bypassing the poison effect. Huh? Don't tell me I ran out of astral energy. So, what makes it so perfect? The semi-open world, yes, level design uh, of BioWare when applied to Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. Well, the Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, since it's based around a tabletop game, it's not truly designed to be 100% open world, because it has kind of like, it inherits the, let's say, level design encounter mechanic of the tabletop game. You know that in that sense the tabletop game works through encounters. It's not that you just leave the players in an open world like in an MMORPG, which is much more. It is structured, but it is open world. It is not semi-open world. This one favors storytelling in that sense because of the semi-open world, but it has also a lot of other. Yes, they are aggressive. Besides, there's another thing. There's another thing. Alright then. For paying attention to you, I forgot to cast the fireball spell. The scaled one, that's how he calls it, dragon. Oh, perfect. Looks like that fireball is working after all, but on that other batch. Kill this one that is attacking me. Stop them as I cast a spell. What? No, 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 no. Cast a spell on. Oh, well, whatever. To hell with it. You are all engulfing in flames. I don't have time for this. Wendala, get out of there. No worries. Forgrim and Traldar can resist a fireball. There we go. I think I'll cause more damage than good with this, but oh, 3 wounds. They're about to knock me down. I need to be careful with that. Who's the one attacking me? That one? I presume that one, right? That one. And this one. So much damage. I love seeing so much damage. So many numbers. That's what I live for. Good, Wendell. You are already dealing with the other group. That's always good. That's always good. Uh-huh. Alright, that's it. Please regroup. We need to cure wounds. Now that worked. Ah, people, don't you miss the time in which you had to recast your buffs for every encounter like in a tabletop game? Ha! Don't you miss Dungeons and Dragons 3.5? Yes, I bet you do. By the way, amazing soundtrack. An amazing ambience. I want to believe this is not the ending. It's over. Now that's how it works. Oh, so much damage. So much damage. There you go, there you go. We are way too well equipped by now. There we go. Now that was easy, as our heroes make short work of that threat. The shadows there have a problem. The shadows there do have a problem. If you pay attention, look at that. Oh, I forgot to cast the fireball spell. Oh well, whatever. We'll do it old school style. Just hitting them until they explode, I guess. They don't explode, they die. But well, it would be cool if they exploded in flames. You know what this game lacks? Dismemberment for creatures. It lacks dismemberment. That would be extra realistic. Alright. As our heroes approach the terrible dragon, there's a tense calm in the air that surrounds them. Okay. Here we go. Eat that fireball. Okay, I think it didn't affect the rest of them. That's not fair. Oh, you're trying to attack Gwendolyn. No. At the end of the day, I had the right idea, turning my mage into a battle mage, because pretty much like this I can tank and also deal damage at the same time. And so I can protect Gwendolyn, so she can fire those arrows, because otherwise... the fastness of body expired. That's the problem, because when she's in melee, I think there's another group there. Stay there with the dwarf archers. The rest of us can handle. Because when she's in melee, the ranged attacks don't. The arrows that she shoots, they are pretty much useless. They don't deal damage when you shoot an arrow in melee. It doesn't deal damage pretty much in this scene. It won't land. The accuracy will be shitty, so that's the thing. Hey, that Trallar is a beast. He's dealing. That knight is dealing the damage of some very powerful spells there. 32. Who dealt 32 points of damage in one blow? Who was the inhuman beast who's in that? Alright, heal yourself. Let's reactivate the spells. Because you almost died because of not having the spells on. Reactivate the summon. What does poison? Yeah, poison. Cure your poison there. Now that she's cured, there we go. There we go. Very very fast. Perfect. And ready to go. So yeah, the semi-open world level design of BioWare applied to this game is. See if those were the last of them. The path dragon is clear now. Okay, finally, we are going up against the dragon. Foe is wounded, we face a hard by the anguish, let us begin. Okay. Yeah, that's because of the surround sound. The game is not prepared for my surround sound system. That guy again. We are killing a dragon here.
I must say, this valley has turned out to be a windfall for my research. You were able to follow the dragon's attack, too. It was all very enlightening.
So, you knew that this dragon would attack Prince Grove. Why didn't you do anything? You take delight in other people's pain. You must have a sick mind. My research, it was almost importance. For my research, it was of utmost importance for the attack to happen unexpectedly. That way I could observe the effects of sudden and unforeseen terror. If I had warned the people, their fear would have built slowly. Or so would have been. Dracomagneto, a purple worm, fairly young, 10 feet long, 6 legs. Ah, dragons in the Drakensang universe have 6 legs. Now that is very creative. And blue-black scale, madness. The most powers must have. Its outlandish rampaging and enormous powers must evoke the deepest existential fear in humans. Believe me, usually dragons are too intelligent to kill humans at random, as worthless as they may be. Maybe this one is in a mating mood. Is this a joke? Fight the dragon with a lot of frivolousness and a death wish. Oh, forgive an old man's sense of humor. Your courage, which is born out of desperation, is endearing. Only a fool would try to fight a dragon alone. It is too strong and too clever a foe. The creature's belly is not as well protected as its head and its back. Also keep close watch on the flaming breath coming out of its maw. It can easily destroy you. Chonchini's Solve helps you in cancel burns. I could sell you some and other gems from herbalism. Show me your wares, I guess. We already have it, the burn solve. I don't see the dragon. Oh? Talking with this idiot. Talking to this idiot, sorry. Dissipated my spells. So let's fix that. There we go, now we are ready. Finally. Now I see that we have to also talk with the dragon, talk to the dragon, and I need, and my buffs are dissipated again. All right, dragon. Oh, nice. I love how the tint of the game changes from gold to red when facing the dragon. There it is. Now that's how you do a bravado. JAPHGUR indeed. That must be brutal. 900 vitality, oh shit. And he must be resistant to my fire spells, I bet. Interesting. Well, we finally got to the part of dragons, of the Dungeons and Dragons, of this game. Now, let's see. I bet that thing has a resistance to fireball spells, so I'll go with Thunderbolt instead. Besides, it will be fast. We'll need extra Hawkeye marksmanship there. I know, right, apply the burn salves. Don't be stupid. Before the thing kills us all. Where is it? Where is it? Burn, burn, burn. There you go. Apply that shit. Alright, I applied it right in time, because the first thing that that dragon did was attack us with a fireball, precisely. Okay. Okay, I had the right idea. Alright, Hawkeye marksmanship. I'll go with Plumbum heavy arm to lower the melee damage it deals. And we'll begin with feint, and yeah, double feint, so it lowers the armor of the creature. What? I'm not in range for Plumbum heavy arm. Wendala, it's your turn. Alright, then let me try Aerofugal Vacuum. That will deal... No, that was a nice opening. No, I think I'll just go with Constant Thunderbolt. Let me check something. Let me check something. Let me check something. 2 dice rolls of 6, and the other one 1 dice roll of 6 per every 6 seconds. Yeah, no, we'll go with Thunderbolt. Besides, it's faster. All right, let's try Mighty Blow now. There we go. That should do it. Round. Can Traldar, get out of the... No, you cannot surround it. It's always the same. I need to make sure Thorgrim's defensive style doesn't run out. So every time a successful attack lands, it is consumed there. So, okay. Defensive style is like that. You lose some endurance in exchange for increased evasiveness when an enemy attack lands. And in the case of offensive, it's the other way. The Traldar loses some endurance every time it lands an attack, but they deal more damage. Alright, keep going. 21, nice hit. Very, very good. It does seem to be working. Forgrim is not taking most of the damage. Could it be that he's targeting Traldar? Could it be? I better make sure those burning salves don't run out. Yeah, that thing is definitely targeting Traldar. I need to be careful. It's because of the artificial intelligence enhanced AI. It's not targeting my tank. It's targeting my DPS. That's why Forgrim is not losing a lot of stamina, but Traldar is. Are you casting the spell here? Ah, yeah, there you are. Then keep going. Nice particle effects there. I just need to make sure Traldar doesn't die. He's a huge source of damage. Alright, JAPHGUR is at 625. Oh, you ran out of mana. Sorry, of endurance. But you still have mana. Did I activate Plumbum Heavy Arm? Ah, right, yeah. I ran out of load. Don't worry. I'll lower the melee damage. No, because I deal more damage. Let Gwendala apply Plumbum Heavy Arm. Try that. Keep going. Quickly. Before it deals more damage. And can I heal Traldar? Yes, I can. Let me activate a multiplier. Heal Traldar. There we go. Did you apply the Plumbum Heavy Arm? No. Alright, I cast the spells faster than Gwendala, true. There we go. That should do it. I want to see that heart. Perfect. Perfect. And now that I've run out of astral energy, I join them in the fray. Gwendala, get out of there. You will reapply Plumbum Heavy Arm and your summon. Reapply your summon because it's wounded, and when it's wounded it deals less damage. Then you will try. Good. We got 22 seconds of Plumbum. Lower the armor, and you offensive combat, and don't do any more abilities because you are out of endurance. You already dealt all of the damage. Resummon there. There we go. Get out of there. Aimed shot. Keep going, people. Keep going. Alright. I forgot to activate the salves. There we go. Cancel everything. Should have activated that. Everyone's on fire. There we go. Fire protection. That feels good. I think it's time I use one of those healing potions. You too. And the melee ones, they keep fighting, I guess. Yeah, I should have given the melee potions to my poor melee attackers. Oh well. Hey, the bear is not on fire. Plum Bomb. Reactivate Plum Bomb Heavy Arm. The debuff. Go ahead, debuff that thing. Debuff that thing. Drink your stupid potion. There we go. Alright, there we go. Those are very powerful, huh? I'll look at that. I can cast another Thunderbolt. Wendala. Wendala, I suggest you get out of there. There we go. Very good. Nothing like good old Thunderbolt. I need to make sure they keep those stances on. Alright, Plum Bomb should last enough as to kill it, I think. So, yeah, I shouldn't do any more attacks with Forgrim, because if he has to step up as a tank, he will need that endurance. Just make sure I would reactivate that shit. Reactivate the burn salves again so you don't die. Thank you. There we go. Gwendala. Shoot that. It will be a first try, people. Plum Bomb? I forgot Plum Bomb. There we go. It must have expired 2 seconds ago. Let's go. You know why I use Astral Energy before Endurance? Because I also have Defensive Style on my Battle Mage, on my main character. So the Defensive Style, as it consumes this, it can also avoid attacks. So it's better to first use Astral Energy and then that. Like Forgrim, it acts like a tank. There we go, Plum Bomb. That should do it. Get out of there. Also, Gwendala's arrows, they deal high damage. That's it. Oh, the fire. Ah, but we have the salve. 2. Nicely done.
And so another beast falls to the steel of the Angrosum.
Yeah, we did all of the work.
One more thing left to do. The
First try.
I will bring it to my father in Murolosh as a trophy. It is done. Take what you wish from the beast lair. Murolosh already has its prize.
I don't know why I think there's more to it than this.
Pain have faded. Peace soothes the tormented soul.
Oh. JAPHGUR's story. This is what I had. This is the story of the dragon that we read previously in our second pilgrimage. Right, he had a lot of stuff in it. Oh, nice. They remove the head when you loot. That. All right, that's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Huh. Okay, so now we are. We got a helmet though. Does it block my spells? What a stupid question. Of course it blocks my spells. Of course it does. Light plate armor. It blocks her spells, of course. 55422. I think I have better armor. Ah, yeah, it's the one that I bought. Oh well, I was very well armed, I guess. Worm spear. Two-handed, yeah, but there it's only one dice roll. Oh, plated shoes. It blocks my spells. Even the shoes block my spells. Alright, for yeah, for Trallar. Yeah, he was using leather boots with only 1 point of armor for the feet, for the legs, sorry. Okay, much better. Okay, it wasn't fruitless.
Damascus Daxon, what a fight! There's no doubt the blood of ancient heroes flows through your veins. And you belong to the ranks of my people's great dragon slayers.
This carbuncle stone from the dragon's skull is the monster's greatest treasure. It's in our hands now. As is our tradition, I will place the carbuncle at the feet of the Mountain King Murolosh, so he may see that there is one less soldier in the dragon's ranks. Ah, right. In the dragon's ranks. They treating a dragon as a soldier feels weird. We, the Dragon Slayers, have learned to create weapons and potions of great power from the remains of worms. I wish to share this secret knowledge with you. Thanks for your support. In this script you will find all you need to know about crafting new armor from JAPHGUR's remains. Alright, well, guess we'll have to learn the crafting system at the end of the day. I will leave for Murolosh at once. It would honor me if you accompany me on my journey. If you should still have tasks to complete here in Talon, I will go to the town with you and continue my journey alone. In that case, however, I would feel honored if you could welcome me to the gates of Murolosh later. Go on ahead if you're ready. Dragon's Lair has been locked. Oh well, whatever. What does that mean? Virgin for the dragon. Save the dragon structure and kill the vision. What? Ah, it must be like the beast stuff. Whatever. It must be regarding the beast that the priest wouldn't talk about. What, we have to go back manually?
Slowly but surely, it's
Yes, I am. Please let. Oh shit, we'll have to do it manually. Again. Yes, we looted everything. Well, to Talon. Pretty much the only way we have to go to get access to the dwarf city. So, people, it was the first try, after all. It was a first try. Oh well. The dwarf chamber or whatever. Ah, no, right. The entrance to that shit was there, so meet Aaron in Murolosh. Where? It has to be over there, right? Hang on a second. Old dwarf tower over there. Dwarf chamber. Okay, I'm a bit lost there for a sec. Ah, so that's why they have. See, they have extra arms, the dragons, in this game. I guess that's a lot of innovation. Okay, let's see. Let's go on. We are ready to go. We are. He mentioned something about the forbidden knowledge to recipe for dragon. Ah, it's just a potion or what? What about this? Spear of the worm. No, unless there's a one-handed sword. Yeah, better bow, but I use a one-handed sword pretty much. I don't think I looted any powerful one-handed sword, right? Bastard sword. Classic sword from Fairfield, 1+5, but this one is 1+4 with 25 chance of inflicting wounds, which is brutal because wounds kind of like they reduce the stats of the target. So we have to visit the dwarves. There, I don't know if it's there or here. Uh, was it through here or through other? What way was the dwarf city? Mm, wasn't it through here? So, people, as I was mentioning, precisely the going back to the analysis, the classic BioWare level design is perfectly crafted for Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, designed for the encounter mechanics of the tabletop game, which fit this game perfectly. You can see that in Dungeons & Dragons 4.0 in the MMORPG genre, you just have batches of mobs running around that you farm with the concept of farming. Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 doesn't have the concept of farming, but just encounters related to the story. Alright, so through there, not anymore, it's closed. Related to the story, pretty much. In 4.0, it's not so much story driven, but more driven by the gameplay mechanics. As you can see when we play Star Wars The Old Republic, it is true that that one is an exception because it has a storyline, but it's a pretty unique feature in the MMORPG genre, and hence why it's so unique. But generally, think about World of Warcraft. The story, it's also there. It's quite good. For example, with the Lich King and everything. But it's combined with the raids. It's kind of like it takes a secondary a seat back, and the gameplay is the protagonist. In the case of this game, thanks to fast talk and a lot of other things, you can avoid conflicts. For example, RuneScape Torment is a great example of this. You can avoid fighting 100%, which I think is terrible, of course. I think it's absolutely terrible. But it does show the difference between a 3.5 and 4.0, and how that affects also the level design. In the case of this one, well, it pretty much follows the classic level design of 3.5 and BioWare's classic interpretation of it, because pretty much BioWare, the huge achievement that they did is translating. Oh, that's a lot of loot. Translating that legendary 3.5 tabletop gameplay to a video game. That's pretty much it. It was an absolutely brilliant story, absolutely brilliant idea with Baldur's Gate, besides a pretty good story, precisely. And pretty much thanks to that, we get all games like this derive from that. Off to Dwarf Tower? What on earth? I don't see any exit in that direction. Alright, now I'm a bit lost as to where to go. Unless I unlocked another location on the world map. We explored this whole map. Old Dwarf Tower that way. But how do you get there? What kind of joke is this? Oh, right. So yeah, pretty much the level design is perfectly recreated for 3.5 and all of those implicacies of the encounter mechanic and everything. The negative part of it is that it completely destroys innovation in that sense, because it's a, as I've said, a tested formula. So there you have it, people. We have positives and negatives to this style of level design. I think we have to go over there. I mean, there's no other way to. There's no other way to go, pretty much. So yeah, it degrades innovation in favor of a proven and tested formula. Which is always good to use a proven and tested formula, but oh yeah, there's the ingenuity of the developers to add extra things. So it is 3.5, but with new added elements that enhance the gameplay mechanics. Through here, no. Old dwarf camp, but how do I get over there? Is this some kind of joke? How do dwarf chasm? Ah, wait. I think I see a breach there. Could it be that there's a breach there? Hang on a second. I think I see a breach. Could it be? On the map? By the way, amazing ambience. Could it be that I see a breach? Or not? Nope. What? Is this a joke? Ah, maybe it's in the world map. Maybe that's why they allowed me to get access to the world map. Hang on. Can I? Yep, it's on the world map. Shit. Mother. I think I saved. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, it's on the world map. This is all explored. How do I get out of here? Okay, damn it, shit. Shit. Okay, we have to get out of this zone. What's that? We're on the letters of the map. They should have removed that on the minimap view there. Alright, yeah, it's a different map. It's a different map. So yeah, in Dungeons & Dragons 4.0, it is interconnected. It will be a great opportunity for me to wrap up the analysis of today, people. So, the positive aspect, as I said, it's perfectly fit for that, but it's not open world like in 4.0 where everything is interconnected. As you can see, that's why we're playing Star Wars: New Republic at the same time, in that sense. So we can compare 4.0 and 3.5, but the idea is that it degrades innovation on one hand, and on the other, it uses a tested formula that is perfectly designed for it. So, because it's based off of the tabletop game, it doesn't alter it a lot. So, you have those two aspects that should be taken into account. Why are they important? Well, because it's a level design at the end of the day of the game that a lot of people don't pay attention to, especially reviewers. But yes, indeed, the level design of this game overall is quite good because it uses a formula, as I've said. It's perfectly designed for the encounters. Since the objective of these games is to replicate a tabletop game, they are very successful at it. Problem is that you can add a layer of innovation on top of it. Now you must be thinking, what could you add? Because here's where the problems begin. What could you possibly add if, at the end of the day, it's that you said it yourself, so it's a tested formula? What do you want them to add to the innovation of the level design? Well, for example, you could have um you could keep the 3.5 encounters mechanics, but make it, instead of semi-open world, open world like an MMORPG. That way you would combine the feeling of open world RPG, of modern RPGs and MMORPGs, and inside of those open world areas have instances like Star Wars: Your Republic, precisely. That's why I say it's the best game of all time. Have instances in which you have the encounters. So the world is still open world, and that's why I also praise Baldur's Gate so much. The first one instead of a second one. Why I love it a bit more. Well, a bit more. It's better, and I personally like it much more, not a bit more. Because precisely, we should be there now. We should be able to exit the map by now. Because precisely, Star Wars: Your Republic combines the best of both worlds. It has instances, story instances, not just the flashpoints that you saw. So we have to go to Murolosh, over there. There we go. You may have encounters as you do this, like in Dragon Age Origins. That's the way they incorporate the concept of farming, I guess. It doesn't have the concept of farming, this game, but it has pseudo farming, because you can travel back and forth and you'll be able to get experience.
And take you to my father, the king. He's very eager to meet a new dragon slayer. There will be a short ceremony during which the carbuncle that we captured will be inserted into his crown.
Alright, that sounds good. Let's go. Well, we're finally here, people. Murolosh, the city of the dwarves. City of the dwarves. Oh, hey, they copied that from Harry Potter with the smog there, up there. I love the style of these old school games. Before ambient occlusion had always had realistic shadows.
Welcome to my great hall. My son has already told me of your heroic deeds. Be my guests of honor at this ceremony. Let us begin. Master Zolgarax is still absent. If Angros were as unpunctual as his most exalted servant, he'd still be busy creating the world yet. Come, send a guardsman to fetch Zolgarax. We'll just go ahead and begin without him. Zolgarax, go get Zolgarax. Now, at long last, a dragon's soul stone shall adorn your crown again, father.
That camera angle, so they didn't have to do the animation. Very amazing trick. Very amazing trick.
And so all dwarves shall know that no dragon will ever be able to bring our people to their knees.
Very well executed there. With the panning, did you realize that as they panned,
Welcome in my great hall, Dragon Slayer. You stood side by side with my warriors, vanquished the dragon's brood with steel and courage, and captured the giant worm's carbuncle. According to our traditions, I will wear the carbuncle in the crown for some days as a symbol of our conquest, before it's subsequently smashed to pieces. Be my guest in Murolosh for the duration. As a token of my gratitude, you may choose something from my treasure chamber. Speak to the treasurer.
oh, now I like that. With the camera angle panning that they did at the back of the son of the dwarven king, they didn't have to show you the animation when he puts the carbuncle in the crown. Very well done. It just appeared as the camera angle was perfectly blocked. I love those old tricks that they did back in the day. The developers, the same with 2D backgrounds and everything. In 3D games, they have 2D backgrounds in the sky generally and those things. I'm honored, King Arombolosh. I have come to Murolosh on urgent business. I need to enter the caves below the dwarven city in order to thwart an evil plot hatched by the dragon cultists. Caves, yes, well. I beg you, let me enter the caves. The deep caves are sealed off. Give me a second, people. They are sealed off, and it is my will that they remain so. Alright. Then the story ends here, I guess. No. The evil creatures that once resided there were banished, and the route to the surface was blocked off long ago. I will not open the caves. Oh, there are dangerous creatures in the caves, people. Our enemies are trying to find a way into the caves. We have to get there before they do. No. No, I cannot allow this. The seals are to remain unbroken. You may go now. What, but... Please, Eraser, go to the quartermaster and collect your gift. In the meantime, I shall speak with my father again. Do you think you'll be able to change his mind? Well, I've never seen him act so dismissively. It's strange. I know the caves beneath the mountain are dangerous, but the vehemence of my father's refusal surprises me. I hope that you will find at home here in Murolosh. I will vouch for your good intentions to the Mountain King. I'm sure that's best. Okay, so we have to wait until if he is the actual Mountain King. If that happens. Alright, we're here, people. Okay, we've already analyzed the level design and everything and the influence on the gameplay mechanics and pretty much how efficient it is. Oh, history. You can read. Few records exist concerning the settlement of the Anvil Mountains and the founding of Murolosh. All these events took place long before the invasion of the Dwarven script. It is known that the Dwarves in the Ironwoods dug mighty shafts, the life cruel, blah blah blah. Well, I would read them all if I were on my own, but I know that for you it must be boring, people, looking at me reading. Otherwise, I would do. I generally love reading the books in games, but I know it bores you all, most of you, at least. If someone ever says on stream that they do like that, and please don't skip them, I won't do so.
Do you want to leave the throne room?
No. Let me keep exploring. You mentioned something about the treasure and my reward. So yeah, the last element that I wanted to mention, now that we have a moment to catch up our breath, is precisely the concept of farming. The concept of farming in Dungeons and Dragons 4.0, MMORPG genre, people, pretty much why we're playing Star Wars: Your Republic, and how 3.5 does not have that. The idea of 3.5, Baldur's Gate, this game, Dragon Age Origins, they just try to naturally intertwine the farming with the storyline. They try to connect them as much as possible. They are meant to be perfectly linked. While in 4.0 either there's no story like most of the farming in World of Warcraft or Korean MMORPGs. Inaccessible area. I presume those are the catacombs that we are looking for. Either there's no story, or in the most extreme case of my prolific favorite game of all time, Star Wars: Your Republic, there's a story, but it's instanced and separated from the farming areas, which is a unique case, pretty much. Yes, let me out. So where do we go? So there's that. Since in 3.5 the concept of farming is, oh, good usage of dimensions. This is something that most games nowadays don't get properly. That they don't get properly the proportion of dimensions of buildings compared to your character.
Between our peoples run deep.
No, I don't think so, Wendala. I think there's more to it than that. Hey, I feel like playing Dragon Age Origins for some seconds here.
I'm glad you accepted my invitation,
What's Alina? What are you doing here? This character is from the beginning of the game.
Oh my. How nice to see you here. Let me look at you. You're looking good. What are you doing here in Murolosh? I'm starting to think you're following me.
Salina, my favorite mount bank. What brings you to Murolosh? This is from the tutorial, this character. Well, actually, as you fear, but I'm in a good mood. I was meant to perform here tunnel to forbid me from performing, and now you're here. I'm here at the invitation of Prince Aram of Murals. It was we who slew the fearsome creature in Talon. Never again will that monster prey to the innocent girls. I always knew there was more. Who that meets the eye? Did you really slay a dragon? You're full of surprises. I guess we all are, aren't we? I guess we all are, aren't we? I'm going to take a look at our Mural and I speak to you. Beagling is kind of like how the dwarves, very good ambience, how the dwarves call the other non-dwarves. Oh, we got a fighting trainer, good. Defensive combat 3. Ooh, yeah, I need to remember Hey, look at that, I can learn marksman. Ah, good, 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 good. We finally get access to mid-level, sorry, to mid-level, to mid-game marksmanship. Let's go. Indeed. Master marksman. Good. Throw, no. She doesn't use... Ah, she doesn't have enough constitution. Oh, damn it. Maybe like that she will stop being so squishy. Ah, 13. She only needs 1 point. So that one is vital. That one is vital because like that now Gwendolyn can stop being so well, stop being so squishy. Uh, she will be squish. What am I lacking? No, I'm not lacking anything. I have endurance 1 and 2 and constitution 14. Oh, she did. It was courage. My bad, people. Did I save? No, I didn't save. Well, now that's fucked up. Should have saved before trying that. Well, no matter. Not like it's the end of the world. It was just 1 point. Okay, so the fighting trainer also trains the... also trains the... what was it? The ranger. So, constitution this time. Is not that it's useless, because I'm sure it's... courage is used for other stuff. I guess. Whatever. There we go. I just hope now I have enough experience points to get it. Get that one. Get that one. Endurance, so you're not so squishy. There we go. Anyways, I didn't have enough experience points for anything else. So next one should be agility 14 for dodge 3. And that's pretty much it. She doesn't use a shield. She doesn't use anything else. Let me check the skill tree so we don't fuck up again. The one that we want is this one, Strike of Wrath. Yes, but it's the only one that is kind of like... Alright. Strenuous and... See, I don't want it to cost endurance points. No, but there was something that limited the attacks that we could perform. Hang on. Why don't I have dodge too? What's the meaning of this shit? Why is it that I don't have dodge level 2? That's way too low. Agility 13? What? I don't have agility 13? Yes, I do. Ah, but because of the enhancement. Yep, let's do that. First the passive stuff. First the passive stuff. Otherwise you don't know what the fuck you're doing. There we go. Agility 14, I might as well increase that one. No. Let me see. They need to be all... Okay, perfect. Perfect. Shield fighting is more important. Oh well, at least it's a bit more balanced. What about shield 4? It's a shield fighting 3. Oh, this will be good. Yeah, I need this one. 100%. There we go. That one, we can get it without spending anything. Armor use? 450 and I have 412. You have to be kidding me. Okay, and then agility requires... then dodge requires extra agility. Okay, that one is out of my reach by a small bit. Forgrim already has everything. Dodge 3. Alright, it looks like I left that one out. But Forgrim can get it. I mean, he doesn't have to spend points on spells, so he has an advantage. There we go. And Traldar already has everything, pretty much. The Strike of Wrath. Okay. Alright. Offensive. No, defensive is at maximum, right? Yeah, level 3. Okay. Okay, it's the time, people. We'll go for the abilities of the skill tree. Yeah, it's ready. This one should be complete. Yeah, perfect. Forgrim is already complete. Traldar doesn't need shield fighting. He doesn't use a shield. We use him as melee DPS. So Traldar is lacking that dodge. Ready to learn. Shield fighting is unneeded. Okay. Okay. So is the time we pick the advanced melee abilities. It's the most powerful attack. It causes massive damage but requires considerable strength and endurance. The effect is the damage points multiplied by 3 and the opponent must test strength or be knocked to the ground. The endurance cost is 30 points, which pretty much blocks my tanks. Well, it doesn't block my tanks out of it. We will have enough endurance, but still the problem would be that that they wouldn't be able to apply the defensive style anymore. Almost impossible to parry and causes massive damage. It is a strenuous attack and costs endurance points. So I need to this windmill. And the endurance cost is 25 instead of 30. Okay, so yeah, I have them backwards. The tanks are meant to be used windmill and wall of blades, which is an extra parry. Carry out additional 4 parries over the next 15 combat rounds and defend himself against superior number. Yeah, those are for the tanks. These 2 are for the tanks, while Mortal Blow and Strike of Wrath should be reserved for Traldar. That is all DPS. Okay, so I need Wall of Blades and Windmill first for my tank here. Well, Forgrim has almost all of them. And then Windmill. Okay. And then I'll be able to pivot between both roles once I have everything. But for now, let's see if I have some extra points for... First, Traldar needs the most powerful attacks. You require lunge there. Well, don't matter. Let's go for that Strike of Wrath. That is the most powerful. And you should be the one using Windmill. Forgrim. Should be you. There we go. Perfect. So this one will act like a tank, this one like a DPS, and in my case I'll go with Wall of Blades and Windmill. And then I can get the extra dodge next time, I guess. Oh shit, I don't have armor use 3. Yeah, I got the dodge. I will need armor use 3. Okay, good. Well, but at least I won't have shitty melee attacks anymore. Yeah, I'm beginning to run out of room for all of my spells. The summon the Jinn there is useless, and I'll reorganize my shit here. I'll reorganize my shit, people. I'll reorganize my shit. It was long overdue. We will begin. Mighty Blow was. There's not that much difference between in endurance cost. Like 20, and the maximum here is 30. Like they could have handled the endurance system a bit more dynamically, because physical combat 2, 25, 20. Yeah, pretty much. I'll keep my weaker attacks because I'm meant to be a tank here. And Master Parry, what does he do? Parry dodge maneuver will always be successful for the next 15 rounds. Oh. Then what's the point of... Four parries. 4 parries, and this one is 1 parry, right? So for the next 15 combat rounds. Ah, yeah, but this one doesn't block you, I believe. I believe the other one blocks you. And then Windmill. Channel the force of an opponent's blow back into power. Okay. All parry and dodge maneuvers will be successful for the next 15 combat rounds. The hero's counterattack cannot be parried. Alright, I want to believe that they are somehow more powerful. Alright, I guess we'll figure that out as we apply those. And my spells, and I'll have them there so I can use them. And now I reassign my stupid spells. Fireball. I wonder if this ball of lightning is actually more powerful. 1 dice roll of 20. 1 dice roll of 6. This one would have been useful against that dragon. I mean, it's not as good as the fireball because, you know, the fireball it's more powerful because, as I explained last time, it's 5 dice rolls of 6. So it has a potential of 30 points of area of effect damage, while this one is 20. But it reduces the cost, and it's more powerful, plus 5 damage point. Oh, well, it's 25. 15 minus 11. Ah, but this one is 10. Yeah, this one is more... more effective because it has a lower cost. There. Now we get fastness of body. I'll place them in the order that I generally use them. These 2 for the buffs. And well, right. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Don't leave me without Thunderbolt. And then I'll have, of course, Blam Bam Heavy Arm. There. And I know. Let's do it like this. This one is offensive. This one, no, here. This one, here, and attribute of strength. there so I can reapply my shit. Thunderbolt, and there all of my melee shit. Look at that. Very, very balanced. The summon the gene, I no longer use it. Go free, go cold shock. I didn't try this one. The damage is the spell power multiplied by the same spell power. Lowering her combat stats, his combat stats and attributes considerably. And it deals damage. Well, that sounds good. Cofrigo, Coprofigo, Corpofrigo, Cold Shock. What's that one? Foramen, or what's that? That's not battle magic. To open chests. That never works. Harness arcane powers. Yeah, I wonder if that will ever be useful. I'll give it there. For the poison attribute restoration. Yeah, here I have the debuffs pretty much. No, I think yeah, the magic shield. The magic shield should be a bit more. It's a bit more important. Do I have defensive combat 3? Yes, now I have defensive combat 3. There we go. Let me reapply it. There we go, much better. So there we have the shield, and yeah, I think I'll swap that one for the ball of lightning. Because the cost of this one, what's the cost? 10. This one, 12 to 15. It's not that much of a difference. One dice roll of 20 plus 5. And this one is kind of like damage over time. No, besides they have to stay in range. One dice roll of 6 every 10 seconds. No, this one is better. We'll swap that one for the ball of lightning. And wait. Weapons. Wait. Single sword talent. There we go. Oh, I hit the maximum. Oh, now I feel stupid. Right, I should. The base attack and parry. Yeah, I should definitely. I have more parry in that sense. That's why I deal less damage, but better. Right. That was. Yeah, it's more important that my spells actually connect. Right. Yep. Better to ensure that my spells actually connect. Like that. Do they use? Damn it, one of them uses. Both of them use courage. God damn it. Both of them use courage. My god, that one is the only one that is a problem. I shouldn't have courage at 12. It's way too low. And both of them use courage and intelligence. Had I if I knew it was going to be like that, it would have been much better. Okay, well there they will compensate 8. They can cover, in both cases, they can cover the constitution in case it doesn't work. This one also has dexterity. I see why I'm not using this spell. It uses my worst 3 stats. Okay. They're a bit low. Oh well. No matter. No matter. Yeah, I should have gone for attributes. The wiki was right. Because that way you affect all of them and you ensure that that you that all of the spells work. You ensure that the attributes that are used to cast all of the spells, they all work. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't know why I worry because we are. I don't know why I even care. Like you're performing perfectly. This Kofrigo cold shock. I'll leave the summon the Jinn there. Pretty much that's it. Like I have them all here. Like I'll. So let me see if I don't understand I don't understand the melee abilities, people. The wall of blades and a best bearing technique will need to carry for additional superior numbers. But what's the difference between this and this? Will be successful for the next 15 combat rounds. That you don't stop to defend, I believe. Windmill, yes. Has the counter attack and everything. Okay. But they have the same effect. It's like they replace each other. And besides, in this game, there are no cooldowns. Well, you can activate both at the same time and be even more lethal, but well, there's that. Traldar. Let's go with you. There you have the Striker of Wrath. There we go with Feint. This one will be right here. There we have Knockdown, just in case. Anyways, this also knocks them down. You also have the defensive abilities. Activated. Don't you have a offensive 3? Ah, no, you don't. Ah, we cannot allow this. Traldar, offensive combat 3? What? Ah, yeah, no. Ah, yeah, there it is. Ready to learn. I knew I was missing something, people. I knew I was missing something. There we go. Offensive combat 3. There we have an area of effect, but the other ones don't. I mean, he's a DPS. He. I will replace the Wall of Blood. I'll have this one just in case, but I'll have to replace that one with the Mortal Blow. Let me see if you can get to Mortal Blow. Lunge. Okay, lunge. Mortal Blow. And what else does he need? He doesn't need anything, he has everything. He's got everything. He's got the full skill tree. He's just a warrior, he doesn't need to spend points on spells. So we will do this like this. We'll add the roundhouse just in case we need area of effect damage, I presume. Just in case. Here. There we go. That's pretty much it. He won't need windmill. He's he doesn't need pairing. Why is it that he cannot use Mortal Blow? What? Indeed, that's the idea. What does it require? Thrust. That's not an ability, people. Thrust. Is combat 1 and thrust. Special ability feint, special ability thrust. What? Am I crazy or what? Oh well, whatever. Increase your talent with long swords. Two-handed swords, there we go. 17. Oh, it's at maximum. Okay, perfect. Forgrim. Forgrim always has points to spend. Maximum. Okay. Yeah, pretty much like that. A bit more of accuracy than pairing. This one is pretty straightforward. Yeah. How about I increase your? Ah, you have the new Master Marksmanship. True. Damn it. Today's revamping party day. There we go. Marksman. Right there. Master Marksman. Right there. Marksman ignores the target's armor rating and automatically inflicts a wound. Nice. Yeah, I don't think there's a point of using Marksman if you have Master Marksman. Like... Yeah, I think they replace the other ones, if you ask me. And improve that summon. I don't know what we'll get after a bear, but we'll... Well, yeah, increase your summon. In this case, the multiplier increases the summon's power. Thunderbolt doesn't need more than 6 to connect. This one, Plum Bomb Heavy Arm. Well, hang on a second. I have one of the ranger abilities duplicated. The one that we use the most is this one. Fastness of body with a perfect multiplier. Attribute of dexterity. Attribute of dexterity, and no, in fact, Eagle Eye should go right there. First and foremost, extra dexterity. The summon has to be right there. I had it here, and these 3 I'll change them. I'll change them with my spells that are secondary for the ranger because it deals a lot of damage, and only when she runs out of endurance I change back to my offensive spells like that. And I took out Balm of Healing, that goes back in there. Perfect, very straightforward. These guys don't have spells. Forgrim, blah 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 blah. Yeah, Forgrim. Forgrim gets that, and the mortal. Ah, look at that. He can use the mortal blow or what? No, he cannot use the mortal blow. Oh. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. It should be the same as mine, the formation, because he's a tank. We'll do the same for all of them, so I don't get, so I can react fast in battle. Do that one. Roundhouse, like that. It's pretty much the same. I won't even use roundhouse in my case. Very, very good. Okay. And then Mortal Blow will leave it there for investigate. I don't know what's this special ability thrust. I don't know how you learn that shit. Like, I already have the full skill tree right now. Mighty Blow, no, not trying around. Thrust. Could it be that it's lunge? No, but in that case, or rush. Could it be that it was mistranslated and it's rush? Because I mean, it's the only special ability that he's lacking. Hang on. Could it be that it was mistranslated? Shit. No, Forgrim has it. No, Forgrim has it. Forgrim has the full skill tree and still cannot execute the Mortal Blow. Ah, well, but you would need offensive combat 1. Let me see. No, still locked. Okay.
At your command. A dwarf stands by his word.
Honestly, don't know, people. Oh well. Honestly, don't know. What prevents me from activating that ability? Well, I'll leave this for a potion, a slot for potions. What about this rush? Rushing and burning from his bounce. It does not cause damage. It just knocks down. Okay. I don't know what's the point of this when you have knockdown. Oh well. I will leave that spot for the Strike of Wrath. Oh well, just so I don't get confused, I'll leave that one there. What else can we add so we don't get confused? We'll leave that slot for the potions, I guess. The potions here. Yeah, give me that. Just so I have that slot here. So the warriors are well equipped. I love how much stuff I have compared to the other ones. Okay, whatever. I think I've wasted enough of your time, people. I think I... Well, wasted. You got a deep dive. I had to update the... all of the combat prowess of my whole party. I revamped it completely. So if someone could sell me a perfume or that shit, so I can remove the rotten stink of the amoebas. Is someone selling this city? Yeah, this is pretty much Dragon Age Origins 100%. Hey, will that box get up here? Oh, very well done. Very well done. Amazing environment. The technical aspect of this game is impeccable. Whoa, look at that. It's impeccable. And it goes in there. And does it disappear or what? Hang on. What happens to this shit? They stack and they are carried away. Goes over there and brings another one. Hey, very well done, very well done. I want to see what happens to that card then. As we buy some more stuff. That looks like he's getting another one from there. Can you give me Innkeeper? Perfect. Big links. The beer. He doesn't sell stuff. You? Do you sell perfume? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, they stacked on top of each other there. I wonder if there's going to be a dwarf that is going to take them. Crafting materials, but the treasure. This is the guy that we had to talk to.
Friend of Murolosh, I am Otosh, son of
We just killed the dragon people and we are looking for the reward.
I have been instructed to award you with a prize from Murolosh's glorious armory. Choose wisely, my friend.
A simple one-handed sword, please. The father of all hammers? No. Kangrosha or well done. Battle axe with magical powers. Titanium ring. Oh shit. Nah. What does one have to do to get a powerful one-handed sword? Maybe the robe of confusion for Gwendala, so she doesn't die every 2 seconds. I'm torn between this and this. A ring which multiplies its wearer's strength many times. Sheesh. Clearly it's between the ring and the robe. Because, or the axe for 4 Grim. It is another option, I guess. But the ring is more versatile. Multiplies its wearer's strength. Gwendala is extremely squishy. She has no defense, and if I equip her with armor, she won't be able to cast spells and support us in battle. She's also the one responsible for casting the summons. I mean, it's the weakest link of the chain, but if she's not being attacked, then the robe is wasted. Well, the titanium ring of power, as long as I attack, I am benefiting from it. One is defensive and the other one is offensive. More damage per combat round has proven to be effective. So give me the ring. Splendid choice. More part of the troop to money. The ring was forced to enhance the power of the was for no forever. Thank you.
Make haste. You must come to the temple with me right away. Something terrible has happened.
Let me see that ring. If it's not good enough. Titanium ring of irrepressible strength. Plus 3 strength. No. I'll go for the ropes. Anyways, I say, people, plus 3 strength won't make a lot of difference in the grand scheme of things. Because besides, I'm meant to act as a tank. Yeah, no. So, we're done here. It was over there, right? It was over there, or to the other side? Hi, hey, we can go back. We can go down there as well. We already talked here. I wish I could buy a perfume to get rid of the rotten stink. But well, I don't expect the dwarf city to have perfumes. Alright, here we go. We'll go for the robe of confusion. Let me see. Perfect. There we go. That one for Gwendola. So she's not squishy anymore. Good. And that way she won't have to deal with... She will be able to cast the spells at the same time. Good. Good. What's the special effect? Magical robe decorated with arcane embroidery and valuable jewels. The robe protects the wearer by making them more difficult to hit. Yeah. She definitely needs it. So she's not that squishy. Besides, she's the one creating the summons. And if the summons die, then you're in trouble. Do you have the potions, right? I forgot to. I knew I was forgetting something. To assign the potions to her. Slot bar there. Magnificent. You don't have perfumes at all, right? Merchant? Merchant, perfume. Just a stupid perfume. Please tell me I don't have to... I guess I'll have to go back to Ferdok to remove that shit. I'll have to go back to Ferdok. Dragon's Tooth. Same as mine, but without dealing extra wounds, which reduces stats for enemies, so yes, pretty much not. My gear is quite good. Alright, looks like there's some kind of stupid challenge there. We can try it, I guess. Fewer but harder constitution tests. Ah, Forgrim takes the test. It's a test Hagel Traldar. What? What a stupid way to lose 10 ducats with that shit. With a beer, with a drinking competition, with constitution test. All right, let's get out of here. Let's keep going. Clearly, they won't sell me the perfumes I require. Oh, whatever. All right. Hey, we didn't see how the boxes were. Ah, then they are placed down there. Okay, I get the point. The same crane takes and removes them, I presume. And now I see. They remain stacked there, and then they are removed. Lock the door. And what's in here? Oh, a chest, a crate. Go. Yep, not like I care about those materials. Okay, let's get going, people. Let's get going. I've already done enough shopping for for the rest of the game, I guess. Let's go. Otherwise, we will never finish the game.